Hi, this is Dimitri Bilgier, and welcome back to your mini course. What we're doing here, again, is helping you get in touch with what are those core desires that maybe you've given up on, so you can actually start going for them in your life. In the last lesson, we talked about the importance of understanding that the word desire means of the Father, and this idea that your desires, what you desire, actually come from the divine. And if that's true, then they're important. They're not just something to throw aside, but they're actually essential to becoming who you are meant to be and really giving everything that you have to give into the world. So we ended with the question, what are one or two things that you really want? And really taking the risk to look at, yeah, these are things I've wanted, but I've given up on, right? And if you did that, thank you. If you haven't, you might want to pause this and really ask yourself that question. What are one or two things that I want that I've given up on? And when you have your answer, what often happens next is people immediately start to lose heart. So we want to talk about the structure of losing heart, the structure of giving up. How does that happen? Well, we get the messages to give up both internally and externally, right? There are certainly plenty of people when we're growing up and even now who are happy to tell us, no, that thing that you want, you can never have it. And so if we trust them, we lose heart. But very often it's an internal process. It's a process of, well, you wanted something and you went for it. You tried to get it. You went for something that was super important to you. And it didn't happen. And maybe you went for that thing that was super important to you again. And it didn't happen. And then maybe you went for it again and it didn't happen. And if you start to see a pattern here, you start to conclude, not only am I wasting my time, my heart's getting broken every time I go for this. I'm better off stopping. I can't have this thing that my heart deeply longs for. In fact, we start to believe that the universe is actually structured in such a way that it's against us. We start to believe there are winners and losers, and I guess when it comes to this, I'm just one of the losers. Doesn't matter what I do, doesn't matter how hard I work on it. We start to accept the most toxic idea. And the most toxic idea is what I do doesn't matter. So I want to invite you to see that in the realm of the things that you care about and have given up on, just let yourself acknowledge, yeah, I tried again and again. Or I tried once and wiped out big. Or every single person told me I shouldn't try, and even when I moved towards it a little bit, I got shut down instantly. And I accepted this identity that what I do doesn't matter. So I might as well not try. Let yourself see that part of you that's bought that idea, that's having a difficult time, right? Because the question you need to be looking at is, how good are you at going for what you really want when you're this person who's bought the idea that no matter what you do, it doesn't matter. You might as well not try. Not very well. So I want to invite you to look with the eyes of compassion at this part of you that's given up and really see, yes, that happened. And now that I see this, I'm willing to start to take things a different direction, okay? So I want to leave this here for now. And then we're going to go into the next lesson. We're going to start looking at how people tend to cope with having accepted the idea that what they do doesn't matter. Because that's a critical thing for you to see in yourself if you're going to start really going for and achieving the things you've given up on. So this is Dimitri Bilgier. Until the next lesson, signing off.